Hey, what's up, guys? So, I want to go over step by step to today's shoulder routine, why I did it, why I chose my set and reps and everything else. First off, I want to start with the normal warm up. I did, my band pull parts, my sets of 25. Again, I like to do 25 just because it burns just right, as weird as that sounds. Like, I'll get to 15 and it's like, okay, starting to get tired, but the reps that really count are about 10 and 5. So that's why I like to hit that number, just because it's going to be able to really force the blood into the muscle. So, warming up a lot quicker and everything else. Now, if I was going for max effort days, a little bit different, but that's the route I went. I hit just one set of 25 on the jammer just to get a little bit into the chest, a little bit more, just because I was like, okay, we're going to experiment with the incline a little bit. Why am I doing incline on my shoulder day? Well, I'm doing incline on my shoulder day to incorporate bench press movements to better my bench press in a different way. And one of my weaker points is the incline. So that's why I've been focusing on that. But for you, some of you out there that have been following me, yes, I have this pec injury. Do I still feel it? Yes, it bothers me. It's not hindering me besides pushing myself with heavier weight. I feel it, I notice it. It's on a pull / really bad strain level at this moment. So with that being said, you'll see when I do the incline that I don't go all the way down to my chest. That is why it just doesn't quite have the mobility yet to do that. So I went to the range of motion it allowed me to. So some of you might ask, well, wouldn't that defeat the purpose? You're not getting as much out of it. No, I'm getting as much as I can out of the exercise. So as you guys know, if you're picking at a scab, it takes longer for it to heal because you're ripping the scab off. So that being said, if I'm touching my chest and I'm basically tearing that scab open, then it's going to take longer to heal. So I'm kind of pushing to its limit. So right to the line here, I'm not going over it, and then I'm backing off. So that way I'm getting the movement, I'm getting blood. It's still stretching the muscle fibers without tearing them, if you follow me. So that's why I took that route. I did 3 sets of 15 at 135. Felt really good. Everything was moving well. Just like I said, I couldn't really touch my chest. A little bit of instability at first, but other than that, not too bad. And then I went out and I got the football bar, and I also did another 3 sets of 15, or the Swiss bar. Maybe some of you know it as that. And I just did some neutral grip military presses with it. Did, like I said, 3 sets of 15, but I only did the bar, which is about an awkward 43 pounds, I know, or we'll just round it to an even 45, whatever we want to do. But either way, this left shoulder, where the pec and everything is, a little unstable. There's a little bit of shake in it, more on the eccentric portion. That's my main focus. Let's stick with that weight. Let's not add more weight and add more strain, if you guys follow me. Is it hurting my pec? No. But what we need to do is eliminate that shake and that instability. So I focused on that. Time under tension, good quality reps. And I think it paid off because by set number 3, the shake was basically eliminated. I felt very stable. I felt good blood flow, and a good pump. So awesome. Moving along from there, I did lateral raises with just a 10-pound dumbbell, 2 sets of 25 on each side. That was just to isolate, obviously, my outer delt, working on the stability and the control. Now the left one, I wanted to cheat a little bit. Instead of going completely out to the side, I was kind of hunching in a little bit just because I was babying this guy a little bit. So I was forcing my arm to go in a relatively good position, we'll say ish, to the injury. So I just let it kind of do what I wanted to do, but being mindful of forcing it to stay in a semi-correct position so that it was working and doing what I wanted it to do. Again, trying not to rip that scab off, pushing to the line, but not going over the line. And then from there, I wanted to get more blood into my pec but in a safe manner without stretching it too much, but also working on the stability part, because I had a lot of shake in the bench press on Saturday, okay? And that was just because of the injury and some muscular imbalances and everything else. And I know when I got my pec worked on the other day, it just had a lot of knots all the way around it. Okay, like this right side was really nice, really loose. This left side, it was pretty banged up, pretty tight, especially up here in my collarbone. A lot of knots and stuff that needed dug out. So got that all dug out and loosened out. Either way, I threw the block on the bench, which you guys will see here in a little bit. So the block just gives me a certain range of motion. So I'm gonna hit my chest about 4 inches off my chest, so that pad will touch, but I'm not gonna stretch my pec too far. So again, I felt it pulling and a slight bit of strain, but it wasn't enough to hurt it. It was just enough to make it work. And if anything, I think that was one of the best exercises of the day. Shoulders were pretty exhausted. I was pretty exhausted. Already had a good pump rolling. So it's like, okay, let's seal the deal, get my body to recognize this movement again, get those muscles firing correctly again. So then this will accelerate my process to getting back into the bench press sooner. So I did 135 with the block, and from there was a lot of shake. The most shake was in that out of all the exercises that I did. And it was on the way down especially, and on the concentric portion as well, but the eccentric was big. First set was extremely shaky. Second set was a lot better. There was minimal shake. So it drastically got better. Okay, so I did 2 sets of 25 at that, got some muscles to really wake up and really got my chest squeezing, and I felt like I got a moderate chest workout because of it. And again, I like doing that 25 because I want to push a little bit out of the comfort zone. 15 is about comfortable, depending on the weight, but 15 is about comfortable. That extra 10 reps, sometimes even 5, you know, it's just enough to push me out of my comfort zone. Those are the reps that really count. So that's why I like to shoot for that number and everything. And then I sealed the deal with V-bar pull downs. As you guys have heard me say before, I like to do some kind of lat pull down, whether it's the V-bar, regular bar, neutral bar, whatever. I like to do that just because I got to get this back activated. And for some of you guys out there that might be new watching this, some of your better bench pressers, overhead guys, incline guys, whatever, they have to have strong upper backs. That is the base of the press. That is the initial part of the press too. So a lot of people think, oh, the chest is everything. The chest only is about half to 3/4 of the way up to lockout. That's where it really, really engages. Okay, don't get me wrong, it's stretching, it's pulling back together. It's gonna help that initial start off the chest, but that back plays a huge part. Okay, so a big, strong upper back is a stronger, more stable bench press. Okay, and incline overhead and so on. But that was my workout for the day. I'm heading in the right direction now. I just have to be smart. I have to keep working at the exercises that I don't want to do. I have to keep doing my mobility. I have to make sure I'm doing all the little stuff. The little things add up, okay? You know, I love to take huge leaps. I love to make huge strides. But looking back at when I first got back into doing all the posts again and all the social media stuff, I just began to notice that I am starting to progress quicker in a sense, just by focusing on the little things and working on setting myself up for each workout every single week. Just doing little stuff, 5-pound increases, 10-pound increases, trying to do 2 more reps, whatever, you know, not necessarily keeping track of your 1 rep max, but progress in other ways. But I will end that rant, you guys. If you guys don't already, please follow me on Instagram at Paul Yeoman. Please follow the gym here at _basement gym. And please subscribe to the channel here if you guys have any content you want to see, you want to hear. Obviously, feel free, reach out, message, comment below. I'll get it out there as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.